Welcome back channel, guys and gals. My name is Norman, also known as King Julian here on the channel. So, last video we had talked about one of the builds coming up. I'm going to start working with it. Now, I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot to it at this point because I still got to make a frame for it. I'm going to have to wind up collecting the 6-axle power trucks for it and finding those parts even on eBay and calling different around to get prices and stuff like that. It'll be time consuming. But we can at least start with putting the shell together, and then I can describe or let y'all know what I'm going to do to it. Excuse me. So, one end that has these cut out, which I'll make some little pieces to go back in. Centerpiece, and the other end piece. Now this is the locomotive that I told you all was going to be named after my son, and that would be named Texas Norm. And I feel like that's very fitting. Again, this goes back to something I said in the other video as well, is that even though this locomotive will be on my layout, it will always be my son's locomotive no matter what. So I went out and did a rough sanding on the ends of it, cleaning these up. Let me get y'all down a little bit farther where you can see a little bit more of what's going on. Alright, so that one's pretty good. Yep. This is going to be one big monster. If I have to wind up using post-war F&M FM motors, which I mean be fine if I have to. They will be wired with an electronic E-unit or an ERR. Kind of depends on who's got the best price on it this time. But if it's a Williams, it's going to have traction tires on it as well. So if it's the Williams, it's going to have traction tires, which means she's going to pull dual motor. It will pull. It'll pull anything you want it to. And if you know Williams products, you'll also know that some of the earlier Williams stuff was just indestructible. Couldn't kill it. Kind of like the old Marks. Which is funny, I'm not a Marks fan, but I'm just not. Good locomotives, don't get me wrong. Just never a fan of them. Alright, end, center. Now, one of the things I will do after these are glued together is I will take and cut out these end pieces, at least from here to here, and use this also as part of the structural strength on it after they're glued in. The reason for that being is so that I've got something else in there as structural support. let's see, where's the glue at? There it is. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I wonder what I'm looking for. Looking for this. Old clamp. These suckers do work. And of course here's the newer style. So that's going to clamp this up right here. And yes, I will have to do some filling in. And I got to do some more sanding on it. Stay put. In case y'all wonder what I'm looking for, I'm actually looking for another one of these clamps. Spare Alco trucks. Okay, so that's doing a kind of work. Alright, well that looks like that's going to stay put. That does add a little bit of pressure to it. Still like to know what Rogue did with my other clamp. Alright, let's go and remove that and see if it stayed. You know, it doesn't take it since I sanded it. Typically, this type of super glue does not take long to set on raw plastic. Alright, so we're glued together. Now I will be sanding some of this out. This will all get covered in along here. Leave these portholes. Got a little bit of reconstructive work to do right there, but that's fine. A little bit of warpage on that end one. Yeah, a little bit of warpage right there. Ain't nothing I can't fix. So this one's, you know, like I said, again, this is not going to be a fast project because I've got to, she is level, I've got to gather up some parts and the stuff to make a frame and keep on designing. Now, as far as the top goes, we'll move it back up top here. Alright, so as far as the top goes, I'm probably more than likely going to shave these off, shave off the lights on the front and rear, remount. I don't really know too much about that door right there just yet. So I could always cut in a door right here, and then put your power truck, right here and steps and stuff. I don't know. I have to figure out what I want to do there. But the top's right here. I think it would look kind of cool. All these extra air tanks and stuff up here. But what I'm thinking about doing is each one of these take a thin layer of wrap or styrene and wrap around over this end to end all the way down, because that would definitely help with the whole height situation on the body and be able to disguise a little bit over here and hold back some work. Fan and vents, I'm going to have to put those in. I haven't really decided how I want to do those just yet, but I will. I will definitely figure out the exhaust and fans and stuff like that. Come to think of it, I do have an old Alco body here. Could rob the fan off of it. And then, of course, all the sanding that has to be done through here, the backfill, all the way back through here. And then, of course, make sure everything's nice and level down through here. And yeah, it's going to be a behemoth of a locomotive, that's for sure. You know what? Come to think of it, I think that actually come off the old B unit. In fact, I'm almost more positive it did. So let me see something here, kind of give you a general idea of size that we're looking at. Again, she's going to be a behemoth of a locomotive. So that's the reason why I'm going after 6-axle trucks. And of course the fuel tank, I'm actually going to do a sand casting on it with low melt pewter, or low, yeah, they call it low melt or low heat pewter that you can actually heat up. Pour casting, I'm actually going to make the fuel tank for it. So, let's flip you around here. So just kind of give an idea. I mean, these are 4-axle Alcos. Again, I want the 6-axle. But just kind of a general idea. It's probably going to sit somewhere about right here. And she's just going to be a big, massive locomotive. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this get completed. Again, this is not going to be a fast project. I'm just going to be working on it a little here, a little there, till I'm done with it. Then over time, as things progress and change with it, of course, I will have to change it as well. Come to think of it, I could always cut a door in on this side right here. I know we got some little areas to access motors if we need to. But yep, so there's the start, and we're just going to do some more work to it, a little here, a little there. We'll give you updates as it comes along. And again, the new Locomotive Texas Norm born, and she gonna be massive. As always, keep the shiny side rubber down. See you on the next video, on the next update on this. Maybe a little bit, but we're not gonna forget about it, because I got some other stuff going with me on the truck to do some more work with, to get the second set of cattle cars done. And we may take the locomotive along with us just to play around with it and see how we get it going. I'll see y'all then. Take it easy. Again, thank you all to everyone that's been here, and the subscribers that have joined in, and old and new. Thank y'all so much for everything. You guys rock. Keep up the great work, and please drop some comments. Let me know what y'all think. Again, thank you. Keep the shiny side rubber down. See you on the next video.